to see you.
Hi.
Great, thank you.
Look, you're on the Tyra show, Sophie. Strike a fierce pose right now. Strike one. Yeah. There you go. Look it up. Okay, have a seat. Have a seat. So Jill, I've done fashion shows for so long, and as a model, and then producing for Top Model, but never like hands-on like that. I was so tired and like sweaty. I was so happy to take that coat off and get my front row seat. How hands-on are you at your fashion show?
I'm very hands-on. I check the hair, the makeup, every model, every look. I make sure that every single thing is perfect. I mean, I'm a perfectionist anyway, but it's a lot of work. A lot of people think it's fashion is all glamour, but I'm a workaholic, and I'm very hands-on.
And Sophie, I'm going to ask you a question. What has your mama taught you about fashion? You must be the most fashionable girl at school.
Well, my mom has taught me a lot about fashion, but after seeing her work late nights and long hours, like she does dresses over and over again, trying to make them perfect. I've learned that it takes a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication just to get it right.
So you're working on a new project. What are you working on, Jill?
I'm working on designing a collection that appeals to all of America, that has gentle price points, that's for a broader audience.
Mm-hmm. Something that we all can afford. Everybody can afford. Okay. Now, we know everything about what it takes to pull off a fashion show after we saw that behind-the-scenes stuff, so now it's time for the show itself here, Tyra style. And Jill brought some of her looks hot off the runway. This segment is all about behind the seams, so I decided to give you a real behind-the-scenes glimpse into our fashion show today. We've got cameras backstage, a fashion cam, so you can watch all the crazy stuff that's happening backstage live, as well as the fashion show playing out glamorously on stage. Let's start now. So, Jill, tell us about this look that Boom has on.
This look is a bronze lame trench coat with a military-inspired dress in a fern-colored silk.
I like the military style. What is the military style influence? Is it the buttons on the waist?
Yes, it's the buttons, it's the epaulets on the coat, it's the cuffs, it's the whole silhouette.
All right, who's looking hot? Up next is Katie. Come on, Katie. Sophie, can you tell us about this look? What do you like about it?
This is my favorite look in fall 2008. It's a military-styled jacket and skirt with a gray knitted poncho over it, and light gray leather scrunched over the knee boot.
Scrunched under the knee boot. I love it, girl. Work it out. Okay. Oh, over the knee. Excuse me, darling. I'm getting it wrong. Thank you. Our next model.
This is a silk jersey draped dress with a leather 1970s style hat and gloves.
I love that hat, Jill.
Once again, the scrunched up boots.
Yeah, and I noticed these on the runway when I was there. I was like, I want those boots. And I saw some of the models actually you had them scrunch them down lower and at different heights. Was that the same boot?
Yeah.
You can do different things.
We had two different heights. We had an ankle boot and an over the knee boot.
Oh, okay. And tell me about the pleating on the front of the dress. If we can get a close-up shot of the pleating, it's really beautiful.
That's a lot of work. That took a sample maker about a week to make.
Are you serious?
All hand done. Yes.
Oh my gosh. And the hat reminds me of, it does remind me kind of like 70s, like my mom's day. Tell us about that hat and what inspired you to do that hat.
I just love the floppiness of it, and I love the idea of a big leather hat, and also in my mom's day.
Yeah.
I was inspired by that, and I just think it finishes out the whole look and just makes it even more sexy and glamorous.
You look hot, girl. All right, go on back there. With us now is Bree. Come on out, Bree. Very nice. This is very nighttime and very sexy, Jill. Tell us about this.
This is paillettes with a low plunging V neckline. And even though they all look very hand-done and expensive, I'm able to use very expensive fabrics, but make them affordable. That's the magic of, I think, the Jill Stewart collection.
And tell me about the mesh on her wrists. That looks really hot.
Those were made from chainmail, and it was a little bit medieval inspired.
It is medieval.
And I just think it's a nice accessory for evening.
All right, thanks, Bree.
Accessories are really important.
Thanks, Bree.